Hi, welcome to our latest YouTube clip. With this one, I'm just approaching a simple little landscape, and we'll see what sort of difficulties we get into, and we see how we can solve the problems. Let's get started. Okay, drawing with painting cannot be underestimated. It really is the foundation to anything that I do and you should do and every artist requires. And actually, to clarify that, it's actually more about measuring. So I'm measuring where one shape will start and another will finish. So I've just got that diagonal line in the background. Now I'll start to bring in some of the distant shadow values. So it's a ultramarine blue, a little bit of alizarin and a touch of white. And that slightly further distant mark, there's less of the alizarin, more of the ultra blue. So now we've moved on. I've got some of the underpainting for the grassed area. Remember, this is the overall shadow area of most of these areas that I've put in. So this is the shadow value. Then we come over, once this starts to tack off, then we come over with the highlights and midtones. But it's always nice if it starts to show some resemblance of a finished subject painting. So with that background foliage, as you may notice in the reference photo, I've actually gone in a little warmer because I felt if I went with the same temperature values, the overall painting would just come out a little too cold. There's some of the things that we need to be always thinking, always adjusting. There's some sort of fairly substantial bushes in the distance. They just act as nice buffers between the distance and the foreground. There's also quite a row of hay bales in front of those bushes. So now we get onto the roof of the little house, little country house. It's quite a favourite little part of mine for this particular painting. It's mostly titanium white with a little bit of cad yellow. And we're looking at those sharp edges on the left hand end, because that's the main focal area for this painting. All the lines will be leading towards that focal area. I did alter, as you'll notice as well, that big tree above the little house. I introduced some slightly more pinkier, peachy sort of foliage colours. Once again, except for the grassed area, it's kind of devoid of colour, so I thought I'll just adjust that. Now we're looking for sharp edges up against those shadow areas where the house is cast and those bushes, using the hog hair brush still at the moment. And the tricky part with this one is it had rained just the night before, and this was early morning, mid-morning light. It wasn't a very strong, powerful sunlight, but the interesting part with this was the little puddles of water in the foreground. Hence we call this one painting after the rain. Okay, we're just wanting to break up these the horizontal shapes with some vertical shapes, and also bring in some variation in the colours as well. I did put a little figure in this mid-distance. Okay, we'll have to leave this one here. That was another enjoyable scene. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.